Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys? How do you feel today? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank
Excellent. Okay, and you guys? How do you feel today? It's almost Friday. Hello. Oh my goodness. Why don't you want to talk?
Morning.
All right, I can see Anderson. Tell me, Anderson, how are you today?
Good. Usually, I think I will, and I don't know, but I will get sick. I am feeling that.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I hope you don't. Try to take some medicine or something.
Thank you.
All right. And who else? How about you guys? How do you feel today? Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Guys, you are intermediate. Let's talk. I feel like nobody wants to talk. My gosh. Okay, well, today is Thursday. It's almost Friday, everybody. I hope you're ready to participate in this class. Let me tell you that a lot of students texted me like I'm going to be listener. And guys, believe me that I totally understand. But remember, we have to be listener just in a real emergency, just when we, for real, we didn't have another option. And let me tell you that we are in the middle of the course, and there are some people that they have been listener like so many times. So please, everybody, if you will be a listener, be sure that is for a real emergency, just because you don't have another option. But just because you want to participate, that is not a good reason. Because in the previous classes, I've had a lot of listeners, guys, okay? Remember that that is going to affect in your participation score. Be careful, please. And I can see a lot of people with the camera off. Why? I want to see you guys. Come on, keep the camera on, please. Okay, I can see more people now. Okay. Now, do you remember the topic that we studied yesterday? Uh-huh.
Present perfect continuous.
Present perfect continuous. That's the one. Yeah. All right. Now, everybody, we are going to continue practicing. And again, I want to everybody practice, everyone. Remember that we are intermediate. So the purpose for this level is to talk, okay? Now let's start. Let me share the presentation. 1 second. Can you see everybody the presentation?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, go.
Excellent. Okay, so today is November 16th, and let's start the class with a quick review. What was the specific question that we practiced yesterday?
What have been up to?
What up?
What have you been up to? Imagine that I want to say that recently I watched movies. How can I say that sentence using the present perfect continuous?
I've been watching movies.
I've been watching movies. That's the one. If I want to say that I do exercise,
I have been working out.
I've been working out. If I'm attending classes, I will say
I've been attending class.
I've been attending classes. Excellent. Remember that yesterday during the speaking practice, you had to ask that question to your classmates. And then the idea is to asking follow-up questions related to the topic. Okay, let's have a quick practice about it. Let me pick someone. I'm going to pick someone that is not smiling. Aha, Reina. Hello, Reina. I can see you a little serious. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Pretty good. Tell me, Reina, what have you been up to?
Lately, I have been doing a lot of homework.
Really? Okay, guys, ask her questions.
What kind of sport did you did?
Anderson, can you repeat the question?
What kind of homework did you do?
I have been doing my homework from my university.
What else?
What is the career
Mayor.
and the mayor? Sorry.
I'm studying the law major.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What else?
When do you go to the university?
What else? I cannot hear you.
When do you go to the university?
I'm sorry, Violet. I cannot hear you. Guys, can you listen to her?
Say, when do you go to university?
Can you repeat it?
When did you go to the university?
When? Every day in the afternoon.
Okay, very good. Now, Reina, can you pick one of your classmates, please?
Regina Correa.
Okay, hello, Regina.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Regina, what have you been up to?
I don't know. Yesterday I had problem with my computer and I don't remember. I don't remember.
You don't remember the topic?
No.
All right. So everybody, recommendations. Remember that the classes are always being recorded. So if you have issues or you couldn't listen to the class, remember that you can always watch the class on YouTube. Please always try to do it. Okay, let me ask to Celia. Hello, Celia.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What have you been up to?
Okay, I have been preparing the costume for a dramatization.
For a play. Okay.
Yes, for a dramatization.
Nice, guys. Ask her questions.
Which is the play?
Would you repeat, please?
Which is the play?
The date.
Play.
Play.
When it's late.
Okay, when we say play, we are talking about the dramatization. For example, Romeo and Juliet. What is
I
the name of the play?
Okay, it's called Atalanta. Yes, Atalanta, for example, in the scene number 1, it talk about the bear on the mountain. And the narrator says that in the land in Greece, called Arcadia, live a king and a queen called Thea and
Okay.
Hippomenes.
All right, interesting. Another question for her?
How long are you been practicing for?
Okay, it's a group of 5 persons. So I have been practicing 2 hours per day.
5 person?
Yes,
Person?
5 students.
Okay. Remember, person is in singular. Plural is in people, okay? 5 people in this case. Do you have any other question for Celia? Extra points for the one who asked questions.
When do you have to have the costume or the suit?
Okay, I prepared my costumes yesterday all day.
It's already done?
Yes, I don't only at the moment I am preparing all the materials.
Nice, okay. Celia, can you pick one of your classmates, please? But pick a boy.
Okay, let me see. Abarca Carranza.
Thank you. Hello, Walter.
Good, teacher.
How do you feel?
I'm good.
What have you been up to?
I have been listening music in English and learning a song in my guitar.
Sounds good. Okay, guys, ask him questions. Oh my gosh, come on, ask him questions. Imagine that you will receive $1 per question.
Are you that
What music have you been listening?
So repeat the question.
Sure. What kind of music have you been listening?
Oh, I like the listening romantic music, ballad, and rock and jazz. I like it.
Okay, next question.
Do you have a band?
Right now, no. In the past, I had a band.
Oh, and what kind of music did you band play?
We play the romantic music, ballad, like Juanes, Sin Bandera, Maná.
What else? What else? Okay, if you don't ask question, I will be asking individually, okay?
do you think that if you continue to listen English music in English, it can help you with your learning?
Repeat the question.
Do you think that if you continue to listen to music in English, it can help you with your learning?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know if when I listen to music in English, I learn more for English.
Okay, sounds good. Now, Walter, pick someone, please.
Okay. Kenya.
Thank you. Hello, Kenya.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I have runny nose, but I'm okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon.
Thank you.
So, Kenya, what have you been up to?
Oh, well, I have drinking chamomile tea.
I have
And
been.
yeah, I've been drinking chamomile tea.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
And
and
I've been resting a little bit. But
okay.
yeah.
Everyone, ask her questions.
Do you like to take some nap?
Not really. I don't take a nap. I can sleep in the day.
Ah, okay. What else? What else? Ask her questions. Oh my God.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Did you go to the doctor?
What? Sorry, I can hear you.
Did you go to the doctor?
No, because I think I'm okay. Yes.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's no so bad. I'm okay.
Sounds good. One more question for her.
Thank you, no more.
No more questions, my gosh. Guys, what is going on? I mean, I understand that you might be sleepy or tired, but here we are in the class. And I just want to remind you that this class is being recorded and people from INSAFORP is watching these classes. I mean, just imagine that a representative from INSAFORP decides to watch one of our classes to monitorate one class. Just imagine if they watch this class. What will they think? What do you think? Will they think that you are giving your very best in the class? Do you think that they will say, wow, this group has a really nice energy. Let's give them the opportunity to continue in the program? What do you think? Maybe not, right? So listen, I don't want to sound like angry or I don't want to sound like very strict. I just want to encourage you, to motivate you. Right now, as a group, let me tell you that you have a very good attendance. Not the best one, because some days ago we have around 93%. Now we have 90%. So in the attendance, we are going down. But even though 90%, I think that is not so bad. It's not the best, but it's not so bad. But in the participation, I want to motivate you guys. As I mentioned before, yes, I have a lot of listeners. In every class, I have a lot of listeners. And I know that you have your reasons. Some of you texted me in advance and explained me the reason why you will be listener. And I understand, okay? I never say, no, you cannot be listener. I never said that. But I just want to remind you, people from INSAFORP can see the classes. They can watch you. And remember that they are paying for you. They are giving you this opportunity. And just imagine, and imagine this example. Imagine that you have a nephew and you say, hey, I'm going to pay you English classes. And the English classes is $50 monthly. And suddenly you watch the class and you see that your nephew is always listener, your nephew doesn't participate, or your nephew is not in the class. So how will you feel that you are paying monthly for your nephew and your nephew doesn't care? How will you feel? Will you continue paying his classes? I mean, I don't think so, right? It is like, no, you are not paying attention. I'm not going to continue paying. So you will feel frustrated. You will feel disappointed. So just imagine how people from INSAFORP will feel if they see this scenario, okay? So keep that in mind. Again, I don't want to be angry or say something rude. That is not my intention. I just wanted to motivate you, to encourage you to give your very best. Remember, participation is evaluated. Yes, I cannot obligate you to participate. But remember that the more you practice, the more you practice, the more you participate, the more that you will learn, the more that you will improve, okay? And if we don't take advantage of this opportunity, what is gonna happen is that they will give the opportunity to someone else, okay? So please, before this commercial message, let's continue with the class. So please, let's give our very best. Now, with the questions, remember everybody, when we are asking follow-up questions, first of all, we need to pay attention to our classmates. If we understand what they are talking about, we will be able to ask follow-up questions. So listening is very important. Now, let's continue with the topic that we have for today. Can you see the presentation, everyone?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, I have a question for you. What has been happening in El Salvador or around the world? What are the news that you've been listening to?
Miss Universe.
What happens with Miss Universe?
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
The event is here in El Salvador.
Okay, so Miss Universe is taking place here. What
Yes.
else? Uh-huh. Any other news?
Library.
Okay, what else? What do you say? I listened to 3 people at the same time. Can you repeat?
The new library.
Okay, Delgado, go ahead. I was listening to you.
The library is open.
The library is what?
Open.
Oh, yes. We have a new library in El Salvador. That's true. What else?
There is a war between Israel and Palestine.
That's true. That is a very sad news, but yeah, that's true. What else? Any other news?
About Eras Tour of Taylor Swift.
Sarah, can you repeat?
According to the magazine of Taylor Swift, she had a Eras Tour.
Yes, that's true. She's making a lot of money, by the way. That's true. So imagine everybody, how can we say or how can we explain those news using the present perfect or the present perfect continuous? For example, talking about Miss Universe, how can we say that news using the present perfect or present perfect continuous? What can we say?
Maybe Miss Universe had wait.
Both.
But give me the full sentence.
They have been in our country.
They have been in our country. Yeah, sounds good. What else? Any other idea? How about the library? What can we say about the library in the present perfect or present perfect continuous? Uh-huh.
The library, it has been opening 2 days ago.
Okay, the library has been opening. Can I say 2 days ago in present perfect?
No.
Oh,
Instead of ago, what can we say?
since.
That's much better, right? Since.
Since.
How about if I want to say what's Taylor Swift doing, what can we say?
She has been dating this summer.
She has
Been dating someone.
Uh-huh. Cool. So look, when we are talking about what's happening as its question, as its question says, what is the grammar tense here? What is the grammar tense? What has been happening?
Present perfect continuous.
That is the one. So we can answer in the same grammar tense. All right. We can say, Miss Universe has been taking place in El Salvador. The government has been inaugurating the new library. Taylor Swift has been giving concerts around the world. So there are different sentences that we can say. Also, if you want, you can say this sentence not in the present continuous, but in the present perfect. So that is basically what we are going to study today. We are going to see the difference between the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. Both are present perfect. But in one of them, we are going to use the verb in in the past participle. And in the other one, we are going to use the verb in gerund. So we are going to see what's the difference. When do we need to use the present perfect simple? And when do we need to use the present perfect continuous? Now, let's see some differences. Let's start with the present perfect simple. I need a volunteer, please, for reading the explanation.
We
use the
Okay, continue.
Go ahead, don't worry.
We use the present perfect simple to talk about completed actions, but we do not say when they happen.
Thank you. Remember that what we said yesterday, present perfect, everybody, is an action that started in the past, but we don't specify when this action finished. So that's why we say these actions has a connection with the present and also even with the future. So what is the difference between the present perfect simple and continuous is in the simple, we are talking about completed action. That means that the action is already done. However, we don't specify when. We don't explain, we don't give the details about when that action ends. Okay? And here we got an example. I've never been to China. Am I doing this action right now? Yes or no? It's happening in this moment?
No.
Not really, right? Then we have, he has made several movies since last year. So what am I saying here? Is he doing an action in this moment? Is he making a movie? It doesn't specify. It says that he has made several movies. Are the movies already finished? Yes or no? What do you think?
No.
But it's used since. Maybe it's probably still doing.
Or probably yes.
Probably yes. We don't specify, but in this case, guys, it says he has made several movies. Maybe he will continue making movies in the future, maybe, but we are not specifying. Now, in this case, we cannot confirm that in this moment is still making some movies, okay? So that's why we can say that it is a complete action. In this, imagine in this sentence, I found your phone. Am I still looking for the cell phone? Yes or no?
No.
Not really, right? That says that is a completed action. The difference between the present perfect and the simple past, remember, in the simple past, we specify, we say when the action ended. In the present perfect, we don't say it. Now, what is the difference between the present perfect and the continuous? Look at this one. I need another volunteer, please, for reading.
We use the present perfect continuous to talk about unfinished activities that started in the past and are still in progress in the present.
Thank you. This is what we practiced yesterday. The difference, remember, in the simple, in the present perfect simple, we say that they are completed actions. We just don't specify when. In the present perfect continuous, are we talking about completed actions? Yes or no? Completed action? Yes or no?
No.
No. We are talking about unfinished actions. Actions that we started in the past, and right now we are still in the progress. We are still doing them. That is a difference. For example, I've been working in London since last year. When did I start working?
Last year.
Last year. But if I say I've been working, what does it mean? Am I still working in London? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why it's unfinished. Another example. I don't know many people, I'm sorry, in this city. I haven't been living here for a very long. Now I have a question. Is this person still living in the city? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This person hasn't been living there for a long time, but is still living in that city. That's why it's considered unfinished actions. Now, you have to consider that when we are talking about present perfect and present perfect continuous, there are some scenarios where we can use both, okay? And that is something that we are going to practice right now. In this moment, I just want you to keep in mind, present perfect simple, they are more completed actions. Present perfect continuous, unfinished actions. We are still in the progress. Is that clear, the difference?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, talking about the present perfect continuous, yesterday we studied the structure Don't forget that the verb to be will be in the past participle, and then I need the verb in ing. If I want to create yes, no question, what do you think? What is the structure for the yes, no questions? Uh-huh.
Have or has.
First, I will need have or has. And then what will I need?
Subject.
The subject.
And then
Be.
verb to be in past participle and
Verb. What we are going to use.
the verb, right? Always in gerund. Imagine that I ask you, hey, everybody, have you been working a lot lately? What would you say?
Yes, I have been working.
If you want to say a long sentence, you can say, right? Yes, I have been working a lot. Or in a short answer, we simply say, yes, I have. Or if the answer is no, no, I
haven't.
Imagine that I ask, have you been working on the platform these days?
Yes,
Yes, I have.
Ah, only two people said yes, I have, and the rest of you?
Yes, I have.
Ah, okay. Have you been working out?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I haven't.
Have you been eating junk food lately?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I
Oh my goodness.
I haven't.
Okay. Have you been watching movies?
No,
yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Nice. So if you see, it's pretty simple to ask questions in the present perfect continuous. Just don't forget that the helping verb goes first. Here we got some examples, everybody. I have some sentences here, and I want to complete the sentences using a question in the present perfect continuous using the verbs that I have right here. For example, the number one, the dog looks exhausted. What kind of questions can we ask here using as a complement in the park? What do you think?
The dog has been running in the park.
Okay, remember the structure. What do I need first?
Have the dog.
Have the dog.
Has.
Has the dog.
Have or has?
Has.
Has the dog
Been
been
running
in the park? Okay, look at this one. The dog looks exhausted. Has the dog been running in the park? Yes, that sounds like a very good question. So we already use run. Okay, let's continue with the next one. James looks tired these days.
Has he sleeping? Has he been sleeping late?
Has he been sleeping late? What do you think, guys? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. He has been, well, has he been sleeping late? Number three, you look very tanned today. What is the meaning of tanned? Do you know? When you go to the beach and you receive sun, your skin looks a little more brunette. So what will be the question here?
Have you been taking the sun? Oh,
Have you been
But
taking the sun? Yes, but I don't have the verb take here in the options.
Sunbath.
oh, sorry.
Ah,
Sounds bad.
have you been
But
sunbathing? In this case, what is the meaning of sunbathe?
Like take some.
take
Taking the sun.
Taking the
Exactly. Specifically, when you want to change the color of your skin, right? Maybe you are too white. You want to look a little bit more brunette. Very good. Number 4, Joseph looks drunk. What is the meaning of drunk?
You drink a lot.
you
You're
drink
drinking like
lot of
a
beer.
lot of beers, a lot of
Yes.
alcohol. So what will be the question here?
Have you been drinking again?
Have you? I'm talking about Joseph.
Has he been drinking?
Have you been
Just
Has
been
he-
drinking.
Has he or has Joseph been drinking again?
Drinking.
Very good. Number 5, Sonia looks very happy these days.
Has she been?
Has Sonia been seeing somebody?
Okay, has Sonia been? What is the verb?
Seen?
See?
Seen somebody. Very good. Next one, the couple seem upset with each other.
Have they been fighting again?
Very good. Have they been fighting again? That sounds like a very toxic relationship. Next one, number 7, your mouth looks filthy. What is the meaning of filthy? Any idea?
No.
No.
Filthy, it's a synonym of like dirty, okay? So when you are eating something and you embarrass you, I mean, you do like spread some food in your mouth looks dirty. So a synonym for dirty is filthy. So your mouth looks filthy. What will be the question here?
Have you been eating chocolate?
Have you been eating chocolates? Very good. And the last one, Allison is much slimmer. What is the meaning of slimmer?
Like skinny?
Yes. So Allison is much slimmer these days. What is the question?
Has Allison been dieting?
Can you repeat, Walter?
Has Allison been dieting?
Yes. Has Allison been dieting? That means on a diet. So if you see, it's pretty easy to ask yes, no questions in the present perfect continuous. Just remember the structure. Have or has, depending if it is third person or not. Then subject, don't forget the verb to be, and don't forget the verb in gerund. Easy, everybody, to create yes, no questions in the present perfect continuous?
Yes.
Yes?
Easy.
Excellent. Now, we already know the differences between the present perfect simple. We already know the structure. Now, let's try to analyze in which sentences I'm going to use the present perfect or the present perfect continuous. Look at the first sentence. I love Paris. So what do you think? Am I going to use the present perfect simple, I've visited, or present perfect continuous? I've been visiting the city 3 times this year. What do you think, everybody? What will be the correct answer?
I've visited.
I visited. I have visited.
Present perfect simple?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Any idea?
Specify how many
Because-
times?
Ah, very good. It sounds more like a completed action because we
Yes.
already said 3 times this year, right? It's not saying that I'm doing the action right now. I'm just saying something and I specified how many times. So yes, it's I've visited. How about the number 2? I need a volunteer, please, for reading the sentence number 2. Go ahead. Just read it. You don't need to give the answers. Go ahead. Mhm.
Carlos is currently a student. He's been studying. He's studied in London for nearly 2 years.
Thank you. What do you think, guys? Been studying or studied?
I think
Being
it's studying. Being
It's
studying.
been studying.
Present perfect continuous?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because he studied for nearly 2 years.
Do you think that Carlos is still studying?
Yes.
Yeah, Caroline is currently a student.
Ah, the key word is currently. That means that it's still in the progress. It's not a completed action. Very good. Number 3, volunteer for reading.
Allison is very excited. This is the first time she's ever traveled or she's ever been traveling abroad.
Thank you. What do you think, guys? Simple or continuous?
Simple.
Simple?
I think it's simple. Yeah.
She's ever traveled?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, yes, that's the correct one. Very good job. So number 4, volunteer. Volunteer for reading, please.
Joseph seems very stressed.
Stress?
I think stressed. Sorry. I think he's worked too much lately.
All right. What do you think, guys? Simple or continuous?
Continue.
Continuous.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
With your
Yes.
life?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, I like that confidence. Very good. Okay, so far so good, guys. Excellent. Number 5. I need a volunteer, please.
Me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Have you seen or have you been seeing my dictionary anywhere? I needed to do my homework.
Okay, everyone, what do you think?
Have you seen?
Simple or continuous?
Simple.
Simple. It has more sense. It
Have
has
you
more sense.
seen? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the one. I mean, it will sound weird if you say, have you been seeing? Not really, right? It's better when you say, have you seen? Number 6, volunteer for reading, please. In this case, we have 2 options because we have like 2 sentences. Go ahead, number 6. Volunteer for reading? Yes, go ahead.
I've been emailing Jet 5 times since last week. So far, he hasn't replied. He hasn't been replying.
Thank you. Okay, let's pay attention in the first part. I've been emailing Jack 5 times. So what do you think, guys? Simple or continuous?
First option is
Simple.
It's simple.
I've been emailed.
For me, it's simple because it's 5 times. I don't know.
Okay. Are you sure?
No.
Yes.
with your life?
Mm,
Ah, there you are thinking about it,
No,
right?
I think it's continuous.
Do you think
I
that
don't
it's
know.
continuous?
Yes.
Why?
You use things.
You use since. What do you think, guys?
I think it is continue because it's unfinished, I think.
Okay.
Is it still sending an email?
yeah, I think it's continued too because connected with the present because the person hasn't been replying.
Ah, okay, let's go to the second part then. In the second part, what do you think? He hasn't replied or he hasn't been replying?
He hasn't replied.
So
Simple. He hasn't replied.
Simple.
So, look at this. This is a very interesting sentence because if you consider that they say, I've emailed, that makes sense because as you said, they say the time, how many times they have been doing that action. Now, if you consider that is with the continuous, is because if you consider that he hasn't replied, well, maybe this person is still emailing. Maybe this person continues writing emails. But, well, actually, the ones that makes more sense in this context is simple. I've emailed. I did that action 5 times. And the 5 times that I sent the email, that person didn't reply. So we are talking about completed actions. Just, we don't specify the specific time. Okay? Now, number 7, Brazil has won or has been winning the World Cup 6 times.
Has
Has
won.
won.
Has
Simple. Simple.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
As one.
Yes.
With your likes?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, now you sound confident. Actually, yes. It's still winning. It's in the process. It's doing the action.
No.
No.
Not really, right? Actually, last World Cup there was another winning, so it's not doing the action. It's a completed action. And the last one, number 8, volunteer for reading.
Or I haven't been seeing you for age. What have you done? Or have you been doing with yourself?
Thank you. So everyone, the first part, I haven't seen you or I haven't been seeing you.
I haven't seen
Haven't
Been seeing you.
for age.
Simple or continuous?
Simple.
Simple.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
How about the next part? What have you done? What have you been doing with yourself?
Have
you doing?
Continuous.
Continuous?
Yes.
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 Are you sure?
Yeah.
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 With your life?
Yes.
No. Yes.
And some are like, I'm not sure. But yes, very good one. Now, I know that sometimes it can be confusing, like, I don't know, for me, both sounds correct. But I will give you a key. I will give you something that is going to help you to identify easily if I'm going to use simple or if I'm going to use continuous. Please, let's pay attention here. I have in English 2 types of verbs. We have dynamic verbs and we have the stative verbs. Have you ever heard about it? Yes? No?
No, I haven't.
No.
Okay, well, today you are going to hear about it. Let's start with the dynamic verbs. I need a volunteer, please, for reading the definition.
Me. Dynamic verbs are verbs which describe an action, change, or process that has a beginning and an end.
Thank you. Look at this, everybody. When we are talking about the dynamic verbs, it's like the most common verbs. They are talking about actions. For example, eat. Eat is an action, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So most of the verbs are talking about actions, are talking about changes, are talking about progress. If we are describing this, those are dynamics. They express an action that normally has a beginning and an end. For example, if I say sleep, do you think that sleep has a beginning and an end?
Yes.
Yes. We start the action and when we wake up, we finish the action. Most of the verbs are dynamic, okay? And why is that important? Well, because everybody, when we are talking about present perfect and present perfect continuous, we are going to use some specific verbs. And I will tell you, but first, let's see the next ones. Stated verbs. Volunteer for reading, please. Volunteer for reading the definition?
State of
Okay, go ahead. Okay, stative or non-action verbs are verbs that describe a state or condition rather than an action. As a state has no real beginning or end, they cannot be used with continuous tenses.
Thank you. Look at the difference. Stated verbs, or like in other books, you will see them like non-action verbs. They are not describing an action. They are describing a state or a condition. Can I use the stated verbs in the continuous tenses? Yes or no?
No.
no.
It is not common to use them, okay? And what are some examples? Well, owned, have, when we are talking about possession, know. If you see, in this case, when we are using these verbs, they are more like a state or a condition. And it is not used for conditions, a continuous sentence. For example, if you say something like, I have been liking coffee. What do you think? Sounds it good? I have been liking. We in Spanish, well, you know that in Spanish we talk in all the ways as possible, right? We can say, me ha estado gustando el café. Can we say that in Spanish, yes or no?
In Spanish?
Yes.
Well, in Spanish we do it, but in English it's different. This kind of verbs is not common to use it in the condition, in the continuous tenses. So if you are using like, love, for example, love is not considered in English, of course, as an action. It's considered more like a condition, like a state, like a feeling, all right? So it's not common to use it in the continuous tenses. So something that is going to help you guys to see if you are going to use continuous or simple is to see the verbs, okay? If you have dynamic verbs, are you going to use simple or continuous?
Continuous.
Can I use present perfect continuous with dynamic verbs?
Yes.
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 Can I use present perfect continuous with the stative verbs?
No.
No. So imagine that you see a sentence and the sentence is using the verb want. Can I say she has been wanting or she has wanted?
He has wanted.
Exactly. So that is a key. If you see stative verbs, automatically you say, okay, I'm going to use simple because I cannot use them with the continuous tenses. Okay? There are more verbs in each category, but these are like the most common ones. Okay? So I suggest you guys to copy them. And little by little, of course, you will be learning more stative verbs. These are like the most common. Okay? Let's have a practice, but did you copy these verbs?
No.
Copy them. Copy because you will need them. Let me know when you finish.
Done.
Done? Okay. Finish?
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yeah.
can you put the previous
Sure,
class?
no problem.
Yes. Thank you.
Remember that dynamic verbs are like the most common ones. Let me know when you finish.
Yes.
Done? Okay, everybody, did you finish? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a practice. I have here some sentences. You have to choose the present perfect simple or continuous to complete them, okay? There are some sentences where you can use both. You can use present perfect or you can use present perfect continuous. If you consider that you can use both, we are going to choose present perfect continuous, okay? Because, I mean, in the exercise, we cannot choose both answers. Now, look at this. Let me open up the exercise. Look at the first sentence. I've been cycling and my legs are really tired now. Or I've cycled and my legs are really tired now?
I've been cycling.
Continuous?
No.
Are you sure?
I cycled. No. Simple.
Simple or continuous?
Continuous.
Continue.
Continuous.
Are you sure? Okay, later we are going to see if your answers are correct or not. Now, number 2, volunteer for reading.
I'm sorry, I'm late for a long time.
Okay, what do you think, guys?
Have you
been waiting?
Continuous.
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 Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Now, I will be asking individually. Let me pick someone. Sophia. Hello, Sophia.
Hello, teacher.
Sophia, number 3.
Okay, how long have you been working? I think it's how long have you been working? Knowing,
Knowing?
Peter?
Okay. Everybody, what do you think? Do you agree?
No, I think how do you know?
How you know?
Have you known?
No.
How you know?
Because it's a static verb.
Ah, okay. So, simple?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sophia, can you pick someone, please?
Okay, Jamie?
Jamie.
Yes.
Okay, Jamie, number 4.
Okay. Somebody. Let me see. Has been eating.
Has been eating my cookies. There are none left. What do you think, guys?
I think it has eaten. I think it's a finished action, so it has eaten.
Has eating.
Simple?
Yeah.
Simple, yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yes.
I think
Jamie.
both.
Oh, do you think that it can be both?
Has make sense in two
Okay.
different.
Could be,
Yeah.
could be. Now, Jamie, can you pick one of your classmates, please?
Okay. Jennifer Carrillo.
Thank you. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Okay, Jennifer, what will be the sentence? Look at the sentence number 4 and the sentence number 1 and number 5. They are very similar, actually.
Yeah.
So, Jennifer, what do you think?
I think it has
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 eaten?
eaten.
Has eaten.
I think
Can you repeat? I cannot hear you very well.
has eaten.
Has eaten. Okay, somebody has eaten my cookies. There are very few left. Do you agree, everyone?
No. I think it
No,
has
I
been
think it has
eaten.
Has
been
been eaten.
eaten.
It's because there are few.
Do you think that the action is
Yes.
still in the progress?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
there are a
Yes.
few.
Yes.
Could be. Okay. Jennifer, can you pick someone, please?
Yeah.
Mhm. Go ahead. Pick one of your classmates. Who?
Rosibel.
Thank you, Rosibel. Go ahead.
How many books has she write? Writing.
Writing? Oh, reading.
Writing. She writing. Yes.
How many books has she written? Everybody, do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe the boat is for I think.
Do you think that it can be both? Has she been reading? Or has she been writing?
I think it's correct.
Simple.
Yes. Simple.
Yes.
Okay. Well, later we are going to see if your answers are correct or not. Rosibel, pick someone, please.
Melvin.
Thank you, Melvin. Number 7, what will be the answer?
She must be tired. She has been reading all afternoon.
She has been writing. Look at the
Writing.
pronunciation. In past participle, we say
Writing.
written. In
Okay.
continuous, we say
Writing.
writing. Do you agree, everybody? She's been writing all afternoon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Melvin, pick someone, please.
Walter.
Thank you. Walter, number 8.
Okay. Sorry. I've been reading all afternoon. I'm sorry. The first I read all afternoon. I've been reading 5 chapters.
Okay. Everybody, do you agree?
No, I think I've been reading all afternoon. I've read 5 chapters.
Okay. Guys, what do you think? In the first part, simple or continuous? In the first part.
Continuous.
Continuous.
I've been reading all afternoon. And here,
I
read.
pronunciation.
Read.
Read.
Thank you, my goodness. Okay, we are going to see if that is the correct answer later. Walter, can you pick one of your classmates, please?
Alexander.
Thank you, Alexander. Number 9, please.
I think I being liked chocolate since I was born. Since I was born.
Okay, I've liked or I've been liking?
Like I like, yeah.
Okay,
Without
guys?
being.
Okay, guys, do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alexander, pick someone, please.
Isamar.
Thank you. Number 10, Isamar.
Okay. They have been traveling for months and they have I can pronounce
visited
this word, visited 3 countries so far.
Okay, everybody, do you agree? They have been traveling for months. They have visited 3 countries so far.
Yes.
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 Okay, let's see how many correct answers do you have. Extra homework for each mistake. Ta-ta-ta-tan. Oh my gosh, look at this, everybody. Your score is perfect. Very good job. So I know that it's not that simple. I know that sometimes we can understand like, hey, for me, it makes sense in both. But first of all, try to recognize, okay? Can you do it with the stative verbs or not? Is that a completed action or is that still in the progress? That is what you need to analyze. Okay? Any questions so far? Questions?
No,
Look,
teacher.
at the end of the class, I'm going to send this link in case that you want to do the exercise by yourself alone, okay? The nice thing about this website is that if you make a mistake or if your answer is correct, it's going to explain you the reason why this is the correct answer. So if you want to do the exercise again, I'm going to send you the link. And if you want to continue practicing, there you have 2 more exercises that you can do alone. But this is not a homework. This is just optional. Got it? Yes?
Got it.
Excellent. Okay, everybody, we have 15 minutes. So now it's time to speak. And because at the beginning of the class, I was asking you about news, I want you guys to share with your classmates a recently news that you've heard. You can talk about something that happens here in El Salvador or something that it's been happening around the world. When you express or when you share the news, please try to use present perfect or present perfect continuous. If the action is still happening, so use present perfect continuous. If it is something that happened, is already completed, so you can use present perfect. Share the news with your classmates and look at this one. Your classmate can ask you questions. So if you say, for example, hey, Taylor Swift has been giving concerts around the world, okay, you can ask questions. You can tell her, who is Taylor Swift? Okay, I don't know, what kind of music does she sing? Is she going to come to El Salvador? Where is she right now? I don't know, try to ask different questions using different grammar tenses. Is that clear, everybody? Yes?
Clear.
Yes. Okay, now, if you don't know news, if you don't watch news and you don't know what to say, I mean, you can invent, okay? You can invent the news. The idea and what I'm going to pay attention to is in the structure that you are using correctly, the present perfect or the present perfect continuous, okay? Please ask questions to your classmates, everyone, okay? I want to everybody participate, so do it. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Yes?
Yes.
I'm creating the groups because I know that I have some listeners. If you are in a group where your classmates are just not participating, so please just let me know. And I'm going to switch you to another team. Give me 1 second. Remember, if you don't know news, you can invent. Okay, everybody, let's go to work.
Hello.
Girls,
Hey.
Good morning.
good morning. Okay, who wants to start?
Only one, please.
Okay.
Don't fight for it.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't watch news, but I have here about the new library. It's a little bit popular, but
Yeah,
it looks amazing in the TV. But
yeah.
I don't know. I would like to go.
Okay, I was watching about Miss Universe here in El
Yeah.
Salvador, and yesterday I've been watching about preliminary event.
Well, I don't understand about preliminar, but the Miss Universe it will on
Like the last,
Saturday. Oh,
like the last event will be on this Saturday.
oh yeah, on Saturday. I don't know what 2 times
Yeah.
or twice. I don't know, but
I think the judge choose 20 misses.
yes.
But yes, but they but only the Saturday and the final.
And how many misses are participating? 20.
Only 20.
Try
Oh.
to use present perfect and present perfect continuous. For example, how many misses have been participating? Things like that. The idea is to use present perfect and also the continuous. Okay?
Okay.
And in my case, it's complicated if I go, but I think that the Parque Cuscatlán is beautiful because you can spend time with your family and you are still safe with them.
Okay. And what about you, Walter? Hello. Okay, and what about you, Melvin?
Only I have here from the library in San Salvador. How do you say? The library in San Salvador has been opening since 3 days.
Sorry,
Have you visited the library?
No, in this moment, no. But my mom has a doctor's appointment. I will go with her, and I will visit the library.
would you like to visit the library, and which area would you like to see?
I would like to visit Game of Thrones in the library or Harry Potter.
Okay. And about me, I have been watching Miss Universe. Miss Universe has been starting since last night. Since last night. So I love to watch Miss Universe because El Salvador has been working a lot for us for representing our country.
Do you like that event?
Sorry?
Do you like that event? It's
Yes.
universal.
Do you think it was a good idea to have it done in this country?
Sorry.
Do you think it's a good idea that the event done here in this country?
Yeah. Is that is a good idea because many people can go to visit us, and we have more opportunities to to explain our country to, yeah.
In this area.
Really. I don't know about Taylor Swift because I didn't hear music or something like that. I like, but not too much.
Okay. But it's really great, the idea that she has, because in this scenario and in these presentations, she's swimming.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
She falls in the water and she swims in the scenario. Yes.
I have been watching recorded videos of their concerts, but I don't see that part.
Yes, that part is incredible.
Do you like her music?
Yes, I like her music. There are some of lyrics that touch my heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for that reason, I don't like too much because I don't like the sadness, or something like that.
What kind of music have you been listened?
Or electronic or pop music. I don't know.
Okay.
Salsa.
And have you seen who won Miss Universe?
What?
Have you seen who won Miss Universe?
Oh yes. Yeah, of course. But honestly, I don't have idea about that competition universe. But I want to see I don't know, the whole Miss Universe, how do you say, the event?
No, because the Miss Universe is not focused only in the theme girl, right? They give the opportunity to other girls to participate. Doesn't matter his physical appearance, and also for the other transgendered girls,
Okay.
they have the opportunity to participate too.
And what do you think about that?
I don't mind. I respect if they want their preference, right? I respect if they feel confident and comfortable participant in Miss Universe. I don't care. And I don't know if have you been seeing? No. Have you been heard about Miss? Let me see. Let me in order my ideas. Have you been seen when all girls of Miss Universe go to the La Libertad Park here in San Salvador?
No, I haven't. What happened there?
Marisol? I don't know if did you listen?
Time's up. Time's up, time's up. Let's go back to the main room. Okay, let's wait for your classmates. I was listening to very interesting news. Okay, let's go back. Okay, that's interesting. Most of the groups were talking about Miss Universe. Aha, so you've been watching that. Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody, how was the practice? Easy or difficult?
Easy.
Easy, okay.
Difficult.
Difficult? More or less?
For me, it was very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did your classmate use the present perfect or the present perfect continuous, guys?
Yes.
A little bit. Because remember that was the purpose, okay? Now, we don't have time, so please, very fast. Can I say 2 times?
No.
What is the correct one?
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice. You are feel safe. Can I say this? You are feel safe.
No.
So what is the
Feeling-
correct one?
You're feeling safe.
Feel safe?
You are feeling
Or
Are you feeling safe?
safe. I have, what is the pronunciation?
Heard.
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 Remember, in present, we say hear. In past participle, heard. So I have heard.
Heard.
Pronunciation?
Library.
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 Okay, so be careful. I was listening to some people saying library. Library.
library.
What music have you been listening?
What
Kind of music.
in
Have you
Listening.
been
listen.
listening to? Remember that listen is always followed by the preposition to. Okay? Hola? My gosh, guys, that is Spanish. If I don't listen to my classmates, instead of hola, what can we say?
No.
You can say like, sorry, what? But
I couldn't hear you.
but please, not Spanish. Spanish not allowed. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have more time. Tomorrow, we are just going to continue. Please just remember to continue working on the platform. Do you have any questions before leaving? No
No.
questions?
No.
Okay. Have a nice day, everybody. Thank you so much for being in the class. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
See you
Thank you.
tomorrow.